Ever pondered the question, what if James Harden never left OKC? A question that has rattled the minds of basketball enthusiasts and scholars alike. Today we delve into the depths of this intriguing hypothetical scenario and compare it to the actual series of events that unfolded. In the autumn of 2012, James Harden, an integral part of Oklahoma City Thunder, bid adieu to the team due to a series of financial disagreements. Harden, urged by fellow players and friends like LeBron James, sought a leading role on another team, feeling undervalued by the Thunder. Financial considerations played a significant part in Harden's departure, and he found his new home with the Houston Rockets. Harden's transition to the Rockets proved fruitful as he rose to become a key player, leading the team to the conference finals and carving a successful career for himself. His departure from the Thunder, however, left many fans and experts questioning what could have been if Harden had stayed. Now let's imagine a world where James Harden never left OKC. The promising trio of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden would have stayed intact. A powerful combination of talent and skill, they could have potentially led the Thunder to multiple titles. The debate still rages on about whether the Thunder would have been a more successful team if Harden had stayed. Weighing the hypothetical against reality, it's clear that both scenarios have their merits. On one hand, Harden's move to the Rockets allowed him to shine brightly as a leading player. On the other, his stay with the Thunder could have potentially led the team to multiple victories and glory. In conclusion, the question of what if James Harden never left OKC is a fascinating exploration of potential versus reality. Harden's departure from the Thunder led to his individual success and growth as a player. However, his continuity with the Thunder could have possibly resulted in a stronger team dynamic and multiple championships. The debate continues, and the answer remains a captivating mystery in the world of basketball.
I think they gave up on KD, Russ, and James and them too early.
If they would have just broke bread with James, like, there's no telling.
Like Serge Ibaka, like, you know.
It makes you wonder, what are you looking at in practice every day? Everyone knew he was a starter.
Yeah.
Right? You know, so you're trying to sign Serge
Yeah.
and then sign him,
Yeah.
not realizing he's the most important piece.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And what ends up happening is you got outbid. You couldn't afford him. All it cost you was $4 million a year to keep him.
Yeah.
So wild to think about.
Yeah, because they should have paid James more than they paid Serge.
Yeah, and then what ends up happening is if James stays, you can say, there's probably no Golden State dynasty.
Then you see, because James came off the bench for us, and then you see how he plays as a starter. It was just like, hold up. Now, was that a good move? You know, 4 or 5 years later, it was just like, even that next first game, he had what, 37?
Yeah, 35 and 10.
12 and winning games. Is just
that was one of like the first NBA Twitter moments where it was like everybody who was league pass locked in. It's like, oh shit, they might have fucked up. Everybody felt like everybody's watching the game together.
So in the moment, it was like, all right, let's just move on and, you know, we'll focus on who we have here.
And then in 12, obviously, you guys made the finals, a little bit of a surprise run. Maybe not to you, but certainly to the basketball world. And then you guys traded James.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when that trade went down?
Don't get canceled. Don't get in trouble.
See, you gotta
Kevin,
realize,
this is a podcast, man. We got to be honest on podcasts.
At that point, like, I wasn't really hip to the business side of it. Like, I wasn't really locked in with the front office to like, yo, like, let's have a conversation about our team going forward. So this kind of, the talks hit me out of nowhere. So I didn't really know how to deal with it at that point. So it was just like, I'm just focused on doing my job. Like, whoever come in here to play, like, it's cool. Like, we had a good run. We still got good players.
KD would have won the chip if the Thunder paid Harden.
That's unknown. Russ and James Harden couldn't even coexist in Houston after 1 year. So what make you think James Harden coming up to being the player that he wanted to be, especially if he would have got that money? If he got that $88 million, James Harden was coming up. He wasn't going to keep taking a back seat. And the way James Harden played, he didn't need the basketball. Him and Russ need the ball. I don't see how that would have been transpired because he would have kept wanting to be a bench player, getting paid that money at that time. Harden was coming up to a point to us where, they had some moments together, but they didn't want to really coexist together. It's easy to say, they would have won a chip because you're just looking at the talent, but it has to all come together as a team.